all of the best stuff in game is completely earnable. It just depends on your level of effort that you want to put into it. There is a lot of talk around Throne and Liberty between the community abroad, whether this game is pay to win or not. And in this video, I'm going to share my overall opinion of, is Throne and Liberty pay to win? And to summarize this really quickly, I'm simply just going to say yes and no. And I will explain why I feel that way actually for both sides. So yes, you can buy purchasable in-game packages for a currency that you can use towards upgrading your gear. However, in the end game, it starts to become less and less efficient to do, because once you have things that you need, the need to do something like this falls off in dramatic fashion, in my opinion. Also, instead of being able to spend money on currencies like this, such as 150 Canadian dollars after taxes for 6,000 Lucent, you can actually earn this currency Lucent in game completely free to play. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, that's sure a lot that I'm not going to be able to earn. This number down here at the bottom right hand side, this is the 30-day transaction list, and this is my transactions over the last 30 days of playing this game. I think in total I'm close to about 17 to 20,000 Lucent range, which would add up to several $100s of my currency, and it's all earnable through selling items through the in-game auction house. So you are able to swipe for this in-game cash shop currency. You're also able to play the game and earn it completely free to play. And if you earn the currency free to play, what's nice about this is you can use that exact same currency to buy things from the cash shop, such as the battle pass, cosmetics, pets, transformations, weapon skins, and other various goodies. Now, some people will argue what is pay to win and what's pay for convenience, and we can sit here and have this debate. I'm not going to. You're welcome to in the comments section. But to me, pay to win is simply having a paywall that forces you to buy something with money that you would not be able to earn otherwise in game, meaning you will not be able to get this item unless you pay for it, and it gives you an unfair statistical advantage over other players. Throne and Liberty doesn't have that. Instead, the only things that I've noticed still so far that you're able to buy with money, and only money, and the things get locked by money, is cosmetics. It's literally just cosmetics. Everything else is earnable through in-game means, or you are able to, yes, swipe for it and use towards your upgrades. But the only thing that has been paywalled in this game so far have been these three items. This guy here, a transformation, and a cosmetic. Just those three things. Everything else has been completely earnable through in-game means. But let's get down to the more nitty-gritty notes of it. If you're still here for this video, then stick around and let's talk about this a bit more. Now, it's all personal preference on how you would like to play the game, but you can reach endgame while playing completely free to play. And here are some of my thoughts and some tips and tricks on how you can achieve this without even the need to spend any money. I am going to be completely transparent as I go along these topics, but one of the #1 things that I would recommend is don't let anybody else interfere with your enjoyment of the game. The game is very PvP oriented as you start getting into more activities and stuff like that, but you're able to achieve being able to compete on the end game level completely free to play if you know how to play. And it's very simple. Watch guides. I myself have a Lucent making guide. I actually have two. Here's one, here's two. Both of them are very handy on how to be able to earn Lucent and know how to play the game, know how to set up your character. Yes, you do have to spend a bit of time listening to some information or reading some material to know what you're doing, but it is an MMO, and in MMOs, they are marathons. They are not sprints. So be in this for the long run. Don't be in this for the short sprint. Otherwise, you likely will be disappointed by how long things may take, because that is the essence of this genre. And while we have Lucent, while being able to pay for things with money, there's nothing that you can buy that would give you an advantage that you can't otherwise earn in game completely free. And I'm really happy that this game has not done that so far. I say so far because we're still in the early stages of this game. Being able to earn Lucent, which is that cash shop currency we talked about, through in-game activities. such as running dungeons, doing guild activities that earn you loot and being able to get that loot. Some players even using marketplace strategies to earn them a little bit more. And the marketplace is also loaded with a true MMO opportunity for that in-game Lucent. And as I've shown you earlier, it is indeed earnable in high volume if you strategize yourself properly and accordingly. And I'm a brand new player. I didn't play this on Korea. I came in, I did the things that I'm suggesting to you, and I've had no problem gearing up in this game so far. Yes, I have swiped a little bit, but I have made more Lucent through in-game means than I have even swiped for. And that's someone that's dropped a few $100. And yes, I know that is a lot, but I've earned a lot more in-game Lucent through in-game means. And had I known about some of the things I had done sooner, I probably wouldn't have swiped at all. So yes, it is nice that money does get you cosmetic purchases only, but you can also buy a lot of cosmetics in the cash shop through completely free to play means. It's something I've not actually really seen in any MMO that I've played, and I'm quite a fan of them being able to target everyone abroad for these means. There are no items, as I've mentioned, that you can only buy with cash that give you a completely unfair advantage. Only a small handful of cosmetics. There are no activities that you cannot participate where money would allow you to be. You're not going to walk up to some epic gates and all of a sudden they tell you there's an entry fee. Anyone and everyone can participate in everything that is readily available in this game, so long as you also meet the proper gear requirements for certain things, and the bar is set very, very, very low. There's no community that paywalls you to be able to participate. You can join guilds, do lots of guild activities, go to bosses, being able to have a chance at getting in-game gear through the guild distribution system, depending on how they have that set up. Being able to run in-game dungeons or open world dungeons that also yield you items that you can sell on the marketplace. You hear that? You can play the game and you can earn the cash shop currency through doing regular stuff. I think that's awesome. And in the open world dungeons, there are random loot chances to once again sell on that marketplace for the Lucent, and you can use those marketplace strategies to profit you even more over time, especially if you're patient. More Lucent does actually come to those who wait. Not too long though, because sometimes prices go down. That's for another video. And overall, because of the strategy and because of the setup that they have, so long as they continue to maintain this, I do actually think this is one of the best free-to-play MMOs that I've seen on the market recently. Now, with that being said though, if you are only in it for PvE, a solo experience, I do think the game is going to run a little bit dry until new content comes out, especially if you're actively on a daily basis playing this game and trying to shoot for just higher gear because that's what you like to do. I think it's going to become a bit stale over time, but I do think, hey, the game's free to play. There's no reason not to try it. And if you stay free to play, you definitely got your money's worth. But if you are interested in being active in PvP, there is a lifetime to this game, in my opinion. There is regular rotational PvP activities, whether it be at bosses, open world dungeon stuff, wars, whether you're fighting against different guilds at different times. There is so much PvP in this game. I'm very happy that it's catered towards that. However, it also has a deep consideration of the people who do not want to participate in those activities. And if you do try the game, I think you'll see why I'm also saying that with consideration of both sides. The lifetime of this game, I'm really not too sure how far it's going to go. That's not the discussion of this video, but my brief thoughts on this is I do think that things will become a little bit stale as people start doing very, very, very repetitive activities on a daily basis. But we continue to have more dev updates, more dev talks, and things of that nature that let us know what is on their roadmap or their content plans. And the things that we have seen with the quality of life changes, as well as the updates coming out, seem to be pretty worthwhile. The events that they have already released so far have been pretty fun. And the fact that this game is targetable for everyone of every platform can make it that much more enjoyable overall for everybody. I think so long as they continue to keep up with these active updates and these fresh quality of life changes that don't hinder everyone in great fashion, I think this game will do good overall. But the most important statement is, do I think the pay to win is going to hinder the level of enjoyment from free to play players? If you are solely focused on the fact that someone can spend money and you can't, and that does bother you, then maybe. However, some of my friends who I play with actively are free to play players, and they're practically as geared as myself. I am only but a little bit ahead of them, and I mean like a little bit. If we go to do PvP activities, they absolutely can take me out, no problem. I really do not feel like a credit card gives me an insane advantage over players, because the vast majority of players are going to spend realistic amounts on this game if they do decide to. And it comes down to one most important thing: your credit card only gets you so far, because this game does require knowledge of what you're doing if you're going to be participating in large scale stuff, and you do need to be skilled at how you play. Your credit card does not carry you into a skilled fashion. It gets you to the opportunity to do certain content potentially if you want to progress that fast. But once you get to the content, especially PvP, as we've mentioned, you need to know what you're doing at that point. And if you don't know what you're doing, then money seriously will mean nothing. So yes, I definitely think the game has pay to win in it. We can label this pay to for convenience, however you want to say. You can swipe in this game and you can use it towards your upgrade. Yes, you can progress as far as people who are pay to winning, completely free to play. And if people want to bring up, oh, the Bellendir items, the Arc Boss items, the Tevent items, I have people that are part of my community that have earned these items completely free to play. Even right now, they hardcore focused on these things and spent $0 on them. So all of the best stuff in game is completely earnable. It just depends on your level of effort that you want to put into it. But I think that's a good note to stop here. If you guys have any other additional thoughts, conversations to be had, or even complaints, put them down in the comments section down below. I know this one probably could be a hot topic and sore topic for some, so I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say. If you guys do enjoy my videos, then please consider supporting by just hitting the subscribe button. It's completely free, and I'd love to have you guys around. If you want to see more from my channel as well, you know what to do. If this video was an interesting topic, or if you enjoyed listening to it, please consider giving it a like. It does help the videos as well. If you want to come hang out with me in the stream and talk about these topics more, then definitely check out the link down in the description below. I stream this game all the time, and I would love to have these conversations with you guys there as well. And if you ever want to hang out while you're on your grind, consider doing so. But as far as that goes, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you very much if you've made it this far. Put a hashtag I made it to the end of the video in the comments section to let me know if you made it all the way through. You guys are the real ones. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys here in the next one. Peace.